Well, the Saints held their final practice this afternoon in Metairie ahead of Sunday's game in Jacksonville.
But big news on the injury front for the Black and Gold as a star player may miss the contest against the Jaguars. Ricardo Lecomte joins us now to tell us more.
Yeah, this could be a major injury if he doesn't play. And the guy we're talking about, Alvin Kamara. And he wasn't on the initial injury report released Wednesday, but yesterday, the Pro Bowl back showed up on the injury report with an ankle injury. Today, Kamara did not practice, and now he's questionable against the Jags. Sean Payton refused to go into details about it today. He normally does it when it concerns player injuries. But maybe some good news. NFL Network is reporting that Kamara's ankle injury is not major, and he sat out of practice Friday for precautionary reasons. Now, the loss of 41 would be a huge one for New Orleans. He's a dual-threat weapon that ranks 6th in the NFL in all-purpose yards. And Kamara is a player that can help the Saints in the red zone, an area the team has struggled to score touchdowns in to start the season. Now, Sean Payton said he did see some improvements in the red area in last week's win over Tampa Bay.
Well, it was better last week, third down in red zone. I think, we're still a work in progress, though, offensively and defensively. And, those teams that are good at year's end are usually pretty good in the red zone and third down offense and defense. So something that we're still improving on and having to work on.
Now, 3 Saints were ruled out for Sunday. Drew Brees, who's still a few weeks away from returning, and defensive end Trey Hendrickson and wideout Traquan Smith. Hendrickson re-aggravated his neck injury during practice on Wednesday. He didn't participate the last 2 days. Smith re-injured his ankle against the Bucs and hasn't practiced all week. The rest of the Saints should be good to go on Sunday afternoon.
All right, Ricardo joins me in studio. Andrew live at his 4th Down Friday game of the week. Mandeville in Ponchatoula in a lightning delay. All right, let's start with this, guys. Andrew, you first. Do the Saints win whether or not Alvin Kamara plays?
Into this matchup against the Jaguars.
Yeah, I think we're going to find out how much Latavius Murray and how important he is if Alvin Kamara doesn't play. And the Saints have to start fast, and they've got to get out to a lead early on. They can't play from behind because if they do, then Jacksonville's going to run Leonard Fournette, probably keep the ball away from them. So they can win without Alvin Kamara, but they have to play fast and get out to an early lead.
And I agree with that at this point. But look, Gardner Minshew's numbers are good. He's played solid, but Jacksonville hasn't been good on third down on offense or on defense or in the turnover margin. And that's where I think the Saints win the game. It's where the Saints have been good. And guys, you saw the odds. The Saints are on a pace to be the 2 seeds in the playoffs for now. I've seen predictions that say they won't be and they won't get a first round bye. Based on what you've seen so far, where do you think this team finishes the regular season? Ricardo, you first.
Well, I still think they're the best team in the NFC. And, oh, by the way, you're going to get Drew Brees back later in the season. We're going to see what happens when the 49ers and Saints play early in December. If the Saints win that, I think they are going to be the number 1 seed in the NFC.
From Channel 4, this is 4th Down Friday, presented by your Southern Quality Ford dealers.
Let's start in Metairie at Joe Yenny Stadium. Grace King and East Jefferson. The Warriors trying to keep pace with John Ehret for the top spot in District 8-5A. First quarter, Ike Lee takes a direct snap, a little hesitation. Then he turns on the Jets. He takes this in for 6 to give East Jeff an early touchdown lead. Later, the Warriors go to the air this time on the Fighting Irish. Jermaine Gilliard bobbles, but manages to haul it in for the score. East Jeff continuing to roll. We're still in the opening quarter. Marvin Smith takes this handoff, and he goes untouched into the end zone. A 3 TD advantage for the Warriors at that point. East Jeff has no problems with Grace King tonight, winning 41-0. We're past the midway point of the prep football season, and we're starting to get a little clarity in those district races, like in our game of the week. Hi, I'm Ricardo Lecomte. Welcome to 4th Down Friday. The 6-5A district lead up for grabs. Both Mandeville and Ponchatoula are 2-0 in league play entering tonight's play in the Swamp. The Skippers in Green Wave ready to fight for the district, but Mother Nature sees control of this game. Andrew Doak reports from Ponchatoula Stadium.
Hey, Ricardo. Well, unfortunately, our 4th Down Friday game of the week.
A pair of 5-0 teams meet up in this evening in District 7-5A. Hahnville is off to its best start ever under head coach Nick Salter-Formaggio. Thibodeau hasn't lost since getting junior quarterback Luke Alamont back from injury. One team is staying undefeated after tonight in Thibodeau and taking the lead in the district at 3-0. Hahnville strikes first. Corey Lorio takes it on the end around, dives in for the 5-yard score. Hahnville with a 7-zip lead. But Thibodeau punches right back. Alamont to his favorite target, who's wide open, Marquell Price, he's gone, 59-yard touchdown. We're tied at 7. Same score in the second. Alamont, nice throw, even better catch by Dorian Davis, 11-yard hookup for the score. Thibodaux Tigers up a touch, but Honville will respond. Drew Knockin dumps the screen pass to Darrell Evans. He takes a hit, doesn't go down, still on his feet, and what a 61-yard score for the screen off the screen pass. We're knotted up again at 14. Thibodaux will get a field goal before the end of the half to make it 17-14 at recess. Late third, Honville and Evans scored this time from 7 yards out. They take the lead 21-17. A wild fourth quarter lead goes back and forth, but Honville pulls it out to remain undefeated, 36-28, the final. Warren Easton has played one challenging non-district slate, and the Fighting Eagles have one more test before 10-4A play taking on Holy Cross. Now, the Tigers looking to rebound from a tough loss in that 100th meeting with Catholic League rival Jesuit. Tad Gormley Stadium, tonight's site for this battle. First quarter, Eagles on the move, but this pass will get tipped and picked off by Holy Cross corner Ernest Marbley, and he's going to return this inside the Easton 10-yard line. Tigers would cash in. John Wooten hits Jalen Johnson, and he just walks right into the end zone to put Holy Cross up 7-0. Easton gets the ball back. Deshaun Holmes says, you know what, it didn't work throwing it. Let me keep it on the little read option. And he's got some room down the sideline. Has one man to beat. Gets tackled down at the 3 and fumbles, but Jay Gordon was hustling behind the play, gets rewarded. The recovery and the touchdown. That's why you hustle on the football field, kids. Holy Cross still led 7-6 after the missed PAT. Tigers drive right back down. Amari Franklin caps this drive off with a 3-yard touchdown run. Tigers up 14-6. Second quarter, Wooten slinging it to Tyler Kirkwood. He catches this and he's off. 80 yards for 6. 21-6 that point. The Tigers overwhelm Easton tonight, 49-26. The District 10